that I do a video on the apps that I use for my business. And I use a lot of different apps. And a lot of the apps that I use, they work hand in hand with each other in order to create what I'm looking for. But hold on. I'm sitting in my bed right now, so the video might be a little shaky because I have my tripod on my bed as I'm sitting down. So hopefully this shakiness isn't too bad. So the very first app that I absolutely love using is Podcast. So if you have an Apple phone, Podcast already comes on your iPhone. Um, I don't know if you can download it for like Android users or whatever. I don't know. But I do know a lot of these podcasts, if you go to their official website, they do have other places that you can visit to listen to these podcasts, or you can just listen to it directly from these people's website. But podcast is like one of the most overlooked apps on your phone. Like, you know how your phone automatically comes with apps and you just never use them. The only reason why I even use podcasts is because my ex-boyfriend, he used to always listen to podcasts, something that's related to the music industry, and I ended up listening to it one day, and he was kind of telling me like they have everything on podcasts, like any topic that you can think about they have on podcasts. So me, I was like, okay, I wonder if they have a podcast like women starting a hair business, but they really didn't have it for a hair business, but they had a couple podcasts for Black women entrepreneurs. So I was like, okay. So when I tell you guys these podcasts are the reason why I decided to start my hair business for a second time. I don't know if you guys already know, but I did try to start a hair business once before I started Curly Hair Only. I had India by Ebony, which I sold raw Indian hair. Y'all, I failed tremendously. And I kind of put my dreams on the back burner or whatever. And I lost motivation. And when I tell you it was from listening to these podcasts that I gained my motivation, and I decided to take a leap of faith, and my business has come out so successful, and I really owe it to podcasts. So the podcast that I listen to Happy Black Woman, Support is Sexy, and Side Hustle Pro. And like I said, these are all podcasts geared to Black women entrepreneurs. Of course, you don't have to be Black to listen to them, but what they do, they feature a lot of other successful women entrepreneurs who pretty much tell their story. They give their advice, they're motivating, they're encouraging, they talk about their struggles, and a lot of the stuff that they talk about is something you can relate to. So like if you're a single mother and you have no income at all, like there's a successful businesswoman on the podcast somewhere on one of the episodes who was in that same exact position, you know? So it's gonna be, you're gonna listen to the podcast and you're gonna hear stories that are very similar to yours, and it's really gonna help you, motivate you, and get you on the right track. So if you ever need motivation, maybe, you know, you might be super thrilled to start your business today, but tomorrow you start down on yourself and you don't know how to like get back into a positive mood or positive spirit, please listen to podcasts. I would literally listen to podcasts every day. So yes, if you need any type of encouragement or inspiration, please listen to Happy Black Woman podcast, Support is Sexy podcast, or Side Hustle Pro, okay? Now, secondly, all of the other apps that I mentioned, these are apps that I found out about through listening to podcasts. So like I say, all of these other successful business owners, they give out their tips. So all of these other apps that I'm going to mention, these were all mentioned by another wealthy, successful business owner. So that's what makes podcasts so great, because you have to understand, I'm a business owner and I give out so much advice, but you better believe that I am not the only one that is this open, that is this transparent. I'm not the only one who wants to see other people succeed. That's why I always think it's very important to follow other business owners, like on Twitter, on Instagram, on Snapchat, because they are always giving out their tips. So if you're not following other successful people on social media sites, make sure you do that, because you have to be resourceful and you have to use the resources that are available to you. And the great thing about being on the internet is that the world is at your fingertips. Like, you have so many resources, so you have to use them. So I'm going to start out, most of these are about like editing and graphics, but they definitely help. So as far as graphics is concerned, a free app that you can use is Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Canva allows you to create graphics for anything. It can be for a YouTube video, your Facebook, your Instagram, business flyers, business cards, business logos. It gives you a template, and all you do is like click on the template you want to use, insert the pictures, the text that you want to insert, and they make it so easy for you to use. I actually created the cover of my business workbook that will be coming out next week. I don't have the business workbook yet. It was supposed to be delivered Friday, but I think because of the Hurricane Florence, I think it could have messed up my shipping delivery. But I was able to create my cover using Canva. So that's pretty awesome. Another thing that I like to use for graphics is Typorama. So this is pretty much like if you have an Instagram account, like if you like to do quotes and that type of good stuff, you can definitely use Typorama. The only thing I don't like about Typorama is the free version comes with the watermark at the bottom. So when you make a graphic, at the very bottom it's going to say made by Typorama. But there is a way around it. You can always crop it out, which is what I do. I know I'm not supposed to tell y'all to do that, but I crop it out. Usually I crop it out just by going to my iPhone's photos. I click edit photo and then I crop it out. Or I would use PhotoGrid, which is another app pretty much like for editing. You can add text. You can combine photos together. You can combine photos and videos together. And PhotoGrid, what I like to do, and like I said, I use a lot of these apps in conjunction with each other. So I would take my Typorama graphic or whatever it is I made in Typorama, and then I would add my logo. So I would use PhotoGrid to add the graphic from Typorama and my logo. That way I can put my logo at the bottom of the graphic that I made. Hopefully I'm not confusing anybody, but I use a lot of the different apps together because it's certain things I might like about one app and it's other things that I like about another. And sometimes I might want to combine them. So that is what I do. Another great app is Watermark. If you do not know, running a hair business, these Chinese companies steal your photos. It's a lot of popular Chinese companies. They have 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 followers on their Instagram accounts, and every single photo they have on their page is stolen. And it's the fact that so many people, you can see like how many people are actually purchasing from them. You can see in the comments where people are like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this. And people don't even know it's a scam. People don't even know like those are stolen photos. This is why it's so important to watermark your photos. So I like to use the Watermark app. It always gonna have like a pop-up on the app that makes it seem like you have to pay for it. All you have to do is like click not now and cancel out all of that stuff so you can get to the free portion. And all I do is whatever photo I have for my business, I will add a signature or add an image, whatever it is that it says. I don't remember, but I have it off to the side. I will add my logo and I put my logo on my pictures. That way if my picture's ever stolen, like people know it's from me because my business name is on the photos. Just like it's a girl that I follow. She's a wig maker, and her work is so beautiful. But she didn't watermark any of her photos, so now there's a fake account, and they stole all of her photos, all of her work, and they're scamming people out of $100, $200, $300, $400. And she will have people inboxing her saying, it's fucked up how you scammed me, I want my money now. People will demand her. And it's so funny because people, even though it's a fake page, people will still go to her real page and ask her, like, I want my money back. Like, why did you scam me? And it's like, why you just didn't order from her real page? So always make sure you watermark your stuff, because you don't want your name or your brand to, you don't want people to be skeptical of your brand because somebody decided to steal your pictures and make your whole company look bad. So definitely get the Watermark app. Another app that I use for editing pictures is called Facetune. I used Facetune #2 because I actually went ahead and purchased the package. I don't really remember how much it cost, but I purchased it for like 6 months. And what I really like about this app is if you don't have the best quality camera, this app will really make your pictures go from dull to like super great quality. You can always whiten your backgrounds, you can brighten up your pictures, you can make your pictures more colorful. Obviously, the thing of, it's really nothing wrong with using the app, like editing your photo, as long as you're not like distorting your photos. You get what I'm saying? Like, to enhance the quality just so that the image can turn out better visually, then there's really nothing wrong with doing that, as long as you're not like distorting your photos and making it to where your images look absolutely nothing like your actual product in real life. So I'm just going to show you guys how I kind of like use it on the side, how I turn like one photo from like dull and really bad lighting to like a super high quality photo. Pretty much I just like to brighten the photo, kind of like use the detail option to like really highlight specific details and just, you know, brighten up the photo just to make it look more lively. And the other apps that I use are apps that are kind of integrated with other stuff that I use. So the first one is ShipStation, which I kind of mentioned if you watched my video where I talked about how I ship out my packages. I have the app called ShipStation. It's integrated with my website that I have through Squarespace. So if you do set up your own website online through one of the companies that allow you to build a website yourself, a lot of them allow you to integrate apps. So if you're able to integrate ShipStation, what will happen was as soon as you get an order on your website, it will transfer all of the information from that order into ShipStation. So your customer's name, their address, what they ordered, the price of their order, everything will be transferred from the website to ShipStation. So when it's time to ship out a package, you don't have to put in all of that information. You don't have to write out their name, you don't have to write out their address. It pretty much just keeps everything in order for you, and it makes the shipping process that much more easier. So all you have to do is just select the company that you want to ship with, which I ship with USPS. You want to select the packaging that you're going to ship it out with, and you're going to select the date that you're going to ship your package out, and then they'll be able to allow you to pay for your postage, which it also gives you like a discounted rate for postage. So you always save anywhere between like 20 cents to about $10 depending on the type of package it is. So that's why I like to use ShipStation, because it's cheaper to use. Also, another one is MailChimp. Now, I really haven't talked about MailChimp a lot. I really haven't talked a lot about marketing, but this is a great app to use as far as having customers subscribe to an email list. It's very important to have an email list because, as you guys know, social media accounts they can be here one day and gone the next day. Your account can be hacked. You can have 10,000 followers. Your account can be hacked and deleted, and you can be left with nothing. How else will your customers be able to get in contact with you? How else would you be able to alert them and let them know, hey, my account was hacked, follow our new account? The best way to do that is to always have email subscriptions. So you should always have something integrated on your website to where you are able to sign up, able to take emails and email subscriptions pretty much. So I do that with MailChimp. MailChimp. I use MailChimp, not MailChimp. I use MailChimp, but I also use another one. It's like two different apps that go hand in hand. But MailChimp allows you to take your email list and you can create marketing materials. So when you send out emails about a sale going on, or you're sending out emails about a new product, or any type of email that you send out to your customers, they have like a template set up to where you can easily edit and design your campaign, and then it allows you to send out to all of your email subscribers. Now the thing about MailChimp, I keep on pronouncing it wrong. The thing about MailChimp is that it's only free for like a certain amount of subscriptions, not subscriptions. I cannot talk today. It's only free up to a certain amount of people who sign up. Now, me currently for curly hair only, I have a little over 1,000 people signed up. Therefore, I have to actually pay for this service every month. So I think I pay around $20 to $30 every month just so I can have emails sent out to my customer base. But honestly, that's not bad at all. Like, the bigger you get with your business, the more expenses that you have. So $20, that's not bad at all. Like, $20 to send out an email to promote my business, which in return I will receive a lot of orders. So it's kind of like the service pays for itself, because I'm going to have customers order from me when they receive the email about a sale that's going on or like a special discount. So it kind of like cancels itself out. Also, last but not least, I use a followers app. I don't know the exact name, so I'm going to put the name. Now, this particular app, I do pay for. I feel like I paid $2.99 for a month. I really don't know how much it paid. But the reason why this is important is because I always tell you guys, a lot of people always want to know, how do you gain a lot of followers? And I always say, when it comes to Instagram, people are not going to find your business. They're not. When people search virgin hair, and I put a lot of this information into the personalized business reviews that I do for $20, I always tell people that when you search virgin hair on Instagram, at any certain time on any certain day, 1 million to about 8 million results come up. What is the chances that somebody's going to find your company out of 1 million? Or somebody's going to find your one company out of 8 million results? The chances are so slim. People aren't going to find you. You have to literally find people. So what I do, I go to other hair companies, their pages, and I start following people that follow them. Okay, so I probably follow a good 300 to 800 people a day. Now, Instagram, they do have limits, so you cannot follow a lot of people in a certain amount of time or in a certain window. You have to spread it out. So you could probably only follow maybe like 50 people every 5 minutes, or I really don't know the exact number, but you have to spread it out, or Instagram will put a block on your page for like a day or two. So you definitely have to spread it out. So the thing is, if you follow people, people usually go back to your page to see who you are, or they just count it as, oh, I got a new follower, and they just don't really care about your page. Now, the people that will be curious, like, okay, who is this that just followed me? When they go to your page, and your page have beautiful pictures and beautiful videos, and it really showcase what your company has to offer, if it's something that makes somebody say, oh, wow, I really need that hair, guess what? The people are going to follow you back. That's why it's always great to take high quality photos and videos, because that's really what's going to capture people. So people follow you back for different reasons. Maybe they feel inspired by a hair photo that you have, so they might follow you for hair inspiration, or maybe they follow you because they are interested in hair, and that's the reason why they follow these other hair accounts. So they're interested in purchasing hair, and now they look at your page and they're like, oh, you got cheaper prices and your hair looks really good, I'm gonna follow you back. So that is how like you gain followers. But at the same time, you can follow 100 people and only about 10 of those people will follow you back. So now you have 90 people that aren't following you, and they're just sitting there, and you really want to get rid of them. So that's where the followers app come in at, because it allows you to unfollow people who aren't following you back. Because there's no reason for my follower account to say 20,000 and I only have like 700 people follow me back. Like, it just don't look right. So you always want to unfollow all of those people that aren't following you back. The way that I do it, I always click on people who aren't following me, and then I sort it out to make it oldest to newest. So oldest meaning these people haven't been following me back for about like a week or so, you know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start eliminating them to get them out the way, and then that's how you kind of build up your followers. But that's why that app is really useful. It's really the only app that allows you to really unfollow people without any like issues or problems. A lot of the other apps crash a lot, or they want you to pay way too much money. So it is an app that you do have to pay for it. But like I said, I think I only paid $2.99, which is worth it to me, because what's $2.99? I mean, $3. You can afford $3. So those are the apps that I use. Hopefully this video has been very helpful. I really don't mind helping you guys. I want to be resourceful. That is why I am creating a lot of different products. Like I say, I do have a business workbook that is coming out that is really geared to people who are very lost, and they need like action steps, and they need a guide as far as starting your business. Like, you want to start your business and you lost, like you don't know where you're supposed to start. That is why I created a business workbook, and it's really gonna like everything that you need to know, everything that you need to research, everything that you need to write down. My business workbook, and it's only 20 pages long. I didn't want it to be like too long and too thick. I really kind of narrowed it down to all of the important information that you need. So each page is going to have like something different for you to work on, something different for you to research. I'm going to give you tips, and I'm going to guide you, and I'm also going to educate you. And it's only going to cost $30, you guys. So those books will be out next week, as long as my first copy, when I receive it, everything is perfect in there. Nothing I need to edit. But those books will be out next week, and I'm super excited. Like, I'm so excited to receive my copy, because I know it's gonna be everything. Like, I really thought out everything, like what I wanted to include, because I know a lot of y'all want like one-on-one coaching, or y'all want me to be like your business mentor, and honestly I don't have the time to do it all, because I have so much going on. I'm still working 9 to 5. I'm running 3 different businesses right now. I'm a single mother. I'm also in a relationship. So just trying to balance everything. Also, I need to make time for my my friends. Trying to balance everything. Like, I really can't help you guys the way you guys want me to. So this is the reason why I did create this book, because I do feel like it's going to be very helpful, and at the same time I wanted to make it to where it's not expensive. So I figured $30 is a really good price for this book. So hopefully you guys support me when that book comes out. But if you guys have any other questions or any other videos that you would like me to do, please leave it in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I see a lot of y'all asking me questions, but you're not subscribed, and you don't realize that I've already answered those questions in all of my other videos. You know, so if you're subscribed, you'll be able to always be updated on new videos, and you don't have to like ask a lot of questions that already been answered, because you already have the information because you're subscribed. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. And this is another long video, but as you guys know, I try to make my videos as detailed as possible, because I know y'all really want the information. So thanks for watching, y'all.